What's up, man? It's your boy Relz. You now tuned in to GMDTv.
Shit, it was good, man. First off, before we even get too deep in the interview, I gotta shout you out. It's my man's birthday, and he's still working, still grinding. He could have been turning up or doing anything, but you working. I mean, so before we get too deep in it, what even made you start doing music?
Music just been around me all my life, for real. Like, my father blasting music, my mother blasting music, so my grandmother blasting music, so I got a little bit of everything from soul, R&B, hip-hop, just everything. So it's just always been a part of me.
So how often are you in the studio?
I would say, well, since I do it at home, for real, every day, pretty much. But I really lay stuff down like twice a week, every Tuesday and Thursday, because my son don't be around. When he around, man, it don't work like that.
Give me 3 things you need to make a studio session successful.
You need energy. I mean, I'm not gonna say you need alcohol and drugs and stuff like that, but some people prefer that. But you just need just good energy around you. You got some people that'll hype you up or give you something to bounce off of. It'll turn out right, for real.
You got any projects out right now?
Projects out. Well, I just dropped one Christmas, for real. Mass Murder Time. My man Find Your Time. Shout out to him, for real, on Spinrilla. And I'm working on Mass Murder 4.5 and 5. So they dropping out soon too. I'm just working on the visuals.
So you got a whole series?
Whole series, 5 of them things. Well, you might as well say 6 because 4.5, for real.
Where can they find the old ones that you put out?
You can find them on, let me see, Dat Piff. That's where I dropped all the old ones at. And the new one's gonna be on Spinrilla, for real.
What the hell even made you come up with Mass Murder? Talk to me about that.
Man, it started off in high school, man. It was just, I felt as though at the time, I was good, like 14, 15 at the time, so I was like, man, I killed this shit. And everything I was on, I just kept saying, yo, I killed this, I killed this. I'm like, man, it's a mass murder. Everything I'm on, I'm killing it. So that's what led to the series title. And I've been rocking with it ever since. And I said the 5th one gonna be the last one. That's it.
So out of the whole series, what was your favorite one so far?
That's tough. That's tough. I'm gonna think, shit. I'm gonna say 4, but 5, I don't know. Even though it ain't come out yet, 5 got some shit on there. So it's out of, I'm gonna just say 4 for right now. I'm gonna say 4.
All right, so since you was talking about 5, get the people a little bit without giving them too much. You got any features on there, or is it just straight you?
Yeah, I got some features on there. I'm still trying to wind up something too, for real, because it's really not all the way constructed yet. Like, I'm just trying to build up as many as I can in the vault, just pick and choose what goes right from track to track. So yeah, I got a couple. I'm not gonna say no names yet. But yeah, I got some people on there though.
I was fishing through your Instagram. I saw a little clip of a video you just dropped. It was dope. I mean, give people a little bit about that. What's the name of that video? Where can they find it?
That name is called The Wave. You can find that on YouTube, for real. It's a nice song too. I fuck with it, man. Like, the whole concept of the song was just dope. How I just put it together.
So you just gonna keep hitting them with single videos while you're working on your project, or how you playing?
That's the way I'm trying to do it. Cause it seems like people like the music, but they gravitate more when they can actually see what you're doing and they can really feel the visuals and shit like that. So I'm trying to step my visual game up. That was the only thing I was pretty much lacking, and I want to do more shows. That's pretty much it, for real.
What's the next single you plan on doing a video for?
This shit called Stay, man. It's for the females, but niggas will rock with it too, because it's an old school sample. People gonna love it. I think people gonna love it.
In the next 5 years, where do you see your career?
Hopefully in 5 years, man, I'll be on the charts somewhere, man. I'm trying to be in the upper echelon, like how people talk about Cole, Kendrick, and all them top elite MCs. I'm trying to be up there, man. Cause that's what I am. I'm an MC, for real, but that's the goal. I'm trying to be up there.
So after your career start taking off, you plan on staying in Baltimore?
That's tough. I mean, it depends on what my family situation is, because, you know, I'm a single father, so it's like I gotta move a certain way. Gotta think before I make certain moves, because it does affect my family, for real. So, I mean, I would like to get away, for real, like California, New York, anywhere, Florida. See some different things, be around different kind of people, network, because it's different than being up here, for real, network-wise.
Yeah, it's not really too big of a market.
Yeah.
You might be the one to, bust that open, create that market.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, man.
So down the line, would you sign, or you plan on staying independent?
It depends, man, because I think I want to do more like studying on these contracts and stuff like that, because a lot of these artists getting fucked over. Like, it's crazy. So I would like to stay independent, you feel me, build my own brand up and fund it out myself and just flip that, but It depends. I can't really say.
How do you feel about the Baltimore music scene?
I like the direction it's going in. We got a lot of talent, man. If we can just leave all the bullshit behind and just work together, I'm trying to tell you, man, we'll be in a new wave, like how Chicago doing it, how New York starting to build their shit back up, Atlanta, all them niggas sticking together. We gotta be the same way, man. There's too many people trying to bring the next man down. Like, we gotta work together. We can really be that. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel as though, like, you gotta think about it. A good 10 years ago when we was coming up, what was the artist that was popping in the city? Like, you couldn't name 5 artists.
I can't, honestly.
You might could name 1 or 2.
Right.
But it wasn't how it is now. All right, so once you get the ball rolling, what's something that you would do to try to change the Baltimore hip hop scene?
I want to do like big ass ciphers and big ass events and shit like that where all the artists get together and network. Just something like that, just to bring everybody together. That's the only thing we missing. Like, the community's so fucked up, we just need everybody together. And it really started off with people that influence the children and shit like that, because that's what's fucked up now. It's the youngins, man. So everybody get together. Should be alright.
Yeah, another thing that I think fucked us up as a whole is we like the worst city in the in the nation. Wasn't that what the newspaper we the worst city?
Yeah.
So I feel as though different artists that don't really know each other too well, we kind of like not really scared to link up, but it's a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, they real skeptical for real, because the city's so small. Like, you can be friends with somebody that's beefing with this person, and it's just too much. Like.
All right, so you got any shows coming up?
Nah, not right now. I'm just trying to get the visuals out the way. Then I'm gonna try step my foot in with the shows and all that. See what's up with these events.
All right, so far as on a more so local level, would you work with any other Baltimore artists?
Hell yeah, I'm trying to work with all of them, to be honest, man. Just to get different sounds, and you get different type of energy from different people. Like, it's a lot of artists I want to work with for real. So hopefully down the line I get to cover all of them, to be honest.
All right, and this question is, it could apply to a Baltimore artist or even an artist that's on a bigger platform or scale. Right. However you want to answer it. Would you ever do a joint album with another artist?
Oh yeah, me and Find Your Time already did one, so yeah, that we can definitely do more of those for real.
Was it hard, like collaborating with each other? And
well, with me and him, it was kind of easy because like we make our shit kind of fast and we bounce off each other's energy. Like we got hella similarities, so it was like, oh yeah, I fuck with that. And like we got the same type of taste in music, so it was easy when it's like that.
Wasn't really too much like egos clashing or egos in a room or nothing like that?
Nah, we was good. We was Gucci for real. He'll just write to something and just throw that bitch to me like, yo, just hop on this. I'll just kill that shit. And it was the same thing with me. I give him something, he'll hop on that shit, and we just chop it up every time.
Give me one wild or crazy fan or groupie story, if you have any yet.
I don't have any yet, not yet, man. Maybe next time we do this, yeah, I'm gonna have a few, hopefully.
How do you feel about Baltimore artists charging other Baltimore artists for features?
Now that's a good ass question, because I can't knock that, because sometimes some of them don't have jobs, so this is the way they eat and shit like that. Like, I had people that do that, so it was like, I couldn't knock them. But at the same time, I think, and we all giving each other shit, I don't know, it's iffy. Like, it's iffy. I'm not against it, but I'm not with it at the same time. It's just like, I do understand why they do it, so I don't know.
I'm also look at it as if, say for a project is $1,000 budget for production, videos, studio time. Right. I feel as though the artist should come together and 50-50 it up.
Right? Yeah, shit like that. Yeah, I agree.
It shouldn't be more so like I'm more popular.
Right.
I put up 200, you put up 800 type of thing.
Exactly.
If y'all both got the same, looking for the same outcome.
And another thing on that, like, people like to use their clout as like the stepping stool. Like, oh, I got all these follows, blah blah blah. Like, it ain't about that, man. Like, it's teamwork, man. That should make the dream work, like they say.
I'm glad you brought that up. All right, so say Instagram just crashed.
Right.
Would you still be doing music? Would you still be interested in hitting the streets and
hell yeah,
the old school way?
I definitely would. I was doing it back then before all that shit came out. So you feel me? That's just a plus, to be honest. It's a great tool, but it's not a necessity, to be honest. Like, you can really go out there and see the people and stuff like that, because that's really how you're supposed to network. Like, the internet shit, it's cool, but it ain't really hyped up to what it's supposed to be, for real.
Yeah. All right, so once your career picks up and start to reach his peak, give me one major artist who you would collab with.
Major artist, shit. Well, off the top, Weezy off the top. Just automatically, because I know he gonna go in. Like, it's gonna be too easy. Like, I'm gonna feed off that energy. We probably fuck around and do 20 songs. Like, who knows? Like, people like him, I know. Let me see, Wayne. I fuck with Los too. You feel me? Baltimore. I'll definitely do something with him for real. He dope. Tip, I fuck with Tip heavy. I don't know if he's still in the rap and shit. He in and out with it. So, Tip. Gucci, of course. That's my man. Gucci. Let me see. And Herbo, Bibby. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a whole list.
Are you more so of an artist that's in the flows and beats, or are you in the lyrics and making every bar count?
I'm more of a lyricist, so yeah, I like the head, like dope ass shit that'll make me rewind. I don't even get to the second verse. Like, if your first verse is dope, I'm gonna keep playing that shit back. Like, I'm really stuck on lyrics, but I do fuck with beats too, for real heavy, because beats can really carry a song, which it does in this generation now. So it's important too.
Speaking on beats, how you go about finding the beats that you use for your projects? Do you have any producers that you're working with, or?
Most of my shit, I fuck with like a lot of YouTube producers, because they got nice sounds that I fuck with for real. So I holler at them and they toss me shit sometimes, or I grab something and just cook up around that. Like, sometimes artists like to create the song before they hear a beat and make the beat around it, but I'm the other way around. Like, I like to hear the beat and then create something around it like that. So
You answered my next question. I was going to ask, what's your creative writing process when making music? Do you don't get a feeling and then just go? Do you have to write like then and there when you get that feeling, or
hell yeah,
can you hold it off and write
sometimes
things later?
It depends on like where I hear it. Like, sometimes if I'm at work and I'm listening to something for real, like, I gotta hurry up and put that shit in my notepad real quick. Like, a couple bars that might have popped up in my head, or a chorus that I've been singing to myself all day, and I jot it down for real. Cause if I forget it, that's it. That's it. My memory a little bad, so that's it after that.
Do you target a certain audience? I
target all of them, to be honest. I like to target like the MCs and shit like that, cause that's what I'm into. Like, so all the people that like, the Pox and all that shit like that. That's the type of audience I'm really into. But I do like to fuck with like the trap music, the slow shit, and a lot of people don't like doing the slow shit. So I think I kind of got an advantage on that tip for real. I'm into like soul samples and stuff like that. I do a lot of samples, so.
So outside of music, get the people one hobby or something that you like to do?
Well, I like to play games and shit, man. Like PS4, you can hit me up on that for real. Relz 410. I like to play games, hoop, football, all that shit for real. So I'm into everything.
Get the people, like a general good day for you.
A good day for me, man.
It could be anything in the world.
Anything. Well, waking up, seeing my son smile, that started off all the rip for real. That started off a good day. If he mad, I know my day probably going snowball. You feel me? So he wake up happy, I'm Gucci. You feel me? See a smile on his face. And writing all day for real. Writing. If I hear hella good beats in one day and I'm writing hella shit, that's a good day. Money, anything that's concerning money, getting money, that can lead to a good day. It's just, I don't know, that's a good ass question, man, but it's a lot of things that can lead to a perfect day, but just nobody dying for real. That's a perfect day too. I hate hearing about shit like that, especially somebody close to me, so.
So do you feel as though the music scene is becoming oversaturated?
Oh yeah, I'm glad you asked that. Yeah, because the thing is, a lot of people, I'm not gonna say bite, but they just not original. Like, they like to use the same exact flow as another person using the same exact ad-libs in the same exact fashion. So it's like, you sounding just like the next man. Like, find your own sound, and that's all it is. There's just too many sound bites going on right now, that's all.
So for a young up-and-coming rapper, somebody that may still be in high school, was one thing you might give them, piece of advice?
Piece of advice? I could go back to, like I said, be original, be yourself. Like, don't fish off of somebody else's sound and try to make it your own. Like, I guess you can steal a little, not steal, but you can use other people's concepts and like try to make it into your own a different way, but don't do exactly what the same person doing for real, to where it's like, damn, you sound just like this person, damn, you sound just like, shouldn't be like that. Like, I like when people say that to me, but it's just like, at the same time, it's like, damn, I wasn't trying to sound like this person, I wasn't trying to sound like this person, but that's all it is, just find your own sound.
So say, God forbid, but say 10 years from now, being as though the music scene is so oversaturated that, you know, it just declines and less people get heard and get on, would you still be creating music?
I probably would, but I would probably be doing it for myself rather than to do it to get out there for real. Like, cause that's what I was doing before I started taking it serious. I was just writing shit just to be like, okay, I can do this. But if it ever gets too oversaturated, and to be honest, it was a time around 2013, 2014, I did take a little break because of that. Because I just felt as though everybody was on the same shit and like nobody wasn't trying to hear no real music. So we started to get it back, so it's a good sign.
Yeah, it's definitely coming back a little bit. I was having a conversation with an artist the other day, and I was speaking about, you was doing music back in high school, right?
Right.
That's one of the more so peak times where we should have been pushing your talent.
Right,
you in the building every day with at least 1,500 people.
Exactly.
So you have like an automatic, like kind of like a platform.
Right, exactly.
So back in high school, why do you feel as though you wasn't pushing the music as hard as you may be now?
See, back then in high school, I still had football dreams. So it was like, I was into the music, but I still had hope for NFL dreams and shit like that. So after it came to fruition and shit, like, well, not fruition, after it came to reality, I was just like, fuck it, stick to the music for real. Because college shit ain't work out, so stuck to it. That's when I started grinding harder. And the thing is, back in high school, I was social, but I wasn't really like a jump out there person, like, yo, hear this. Like, people close to me in high school knew that I was rapping and shit like that. Not everybody, so it was more something like that. It was more on my behalf. It's your boy Relz. You can follow me, add me on every platform possible. Relz 410, it's the same on everything. PS4, SoundCloud, Twitter, everything. Relz 410, man. And you still rocking with GMDTv. Relz is signing the fuck out.